everyone. So again, I am here with one of the most important judgment of Supreme Court. So the judgment that we are going to deal today is Air India, etc. versus Nargesh Mirza and others. So this judgment is one of the landmark judgment of Supreme Court, and it is one of the most important judgment of constitutional law. Whenever we read constitutional law, so Air India versus Nargesh Mirza is the important judgment. Because in this judgment, the constitutionality of the service rules, basically the service rules which were imposed upon the flight attendants, the female flight attendants of Air India. So the constitutional validity of those service rules were challenged in this judgment. So in this judgment, several service rules, basically the rules regarding the age of retirement or the termination of the service, the rules regarding the termination of service, they were challenged by the petitioner here, stating that the rules are unconstitutional because they are unreasonable. They impose an unreasonable restraint upon the right to equality of the flight attendants, basically the female flight attendants. So the ground on which these rules were challenged were Article 14, Article 15, read with Article 16 of the Indian Constitution. So the petitioner raised an issue that in this case, the service rules which were imposed upon the female flight attendants were infringing their right to equality under Article 14, as these service rules were creating a discrimination based upon gender, which is not allowed under Article 15 and Article 16 also, because Article 16 deals with equality in the matters of employment. So by infringing or by violating the right to equality by creating a gender-based discrimination, these rules also violate the right under Article 16, that is equality in the matters of employment. So the rules which were challenged in this judgment was that there were certain rules, those are known as the Air India Employment Service Regulations. उसके कुछ regulations को यहाँ पे challenge किया गया था. There was a regulation in the service rules in which it was stated that the age of retirement would be, for female flight attendants, the age of retirement would be 35 years. But a discretion has been given to the authorities under the Air India, that they have a discretion to extend the service tenure beyond 35 years. Generally, the age of retirement which was there in that particular service rule was 35 years. Also, there were certain rules. For example, there was a rule for termination of service if there is a marriage. So basically, if the female flight attendant marries within 4 years of the service, then the service will be subject to the termination. Also, there was a rule regarding termination that upon the first pregnancy, also the service will terminate. So in this regard, the issue or the challenge in this particular case was that these rules which are regarding the age of retirement or regarding the termination are arbitrary. They are arbitrary, they give rise to arbitrariness because they are basically violating the right to equality. Article 14, which guarantees right to equality, that is equality before law and equal protection of law. So these rules, by creating a discrimination based upon gender, they are violating the right to equality, giving rise to the arbitrariness and unreasonableness. Also, this discrimination is based upon gender because these rules were applicable only upon the female flight attendants or the female air hostesses basically. So these rules were creating a discrimination based on sex or gender, which is given under Article 15. Also, these rules creates inequality in the matter of employment, because this case is strictly regarding the matter of employment. So we know that Article 14 talks about the general rule of equality, the general right to equality, which clearly states right to equality, that is equality before law and equal protection of law. And the extension of Article 14 is given in Article 15 read with Article 16. So directly, indirectly, the challenge was on the basis of Article 14, Article 15, Article 16. Also, in this case, basically afterwards, so this was the challenge. So afterwards, in the judgment, the court held that yes, these rules are creating arbitrariness. These rules are violating Article 14, 15, and 16 of the Indian Constitution. These rules imposes unreasonable restraints upon the right to equality because they create a discrimination on the basis of gender or sex. Also, the court held that generally, as per Article 14 read with Article 15, a reasonable classification is allowed. So, if classification has been made, because right to equality is equality among the equals. So, उन equals को classify करने के लिए अगर classification किया भी गया है, so that classification has to be reasonably done. That means it should be a reasonable classification. But here, by classifying, this was not a reasonable classification. Rather, it was a discrimination on the basis of gender. Therefore, on the basis of these reasonings, the rules under the Air India Employment Service Regulations, all those rules which were challenged, they were held to be unconstitutional because they are unreasonable, they are arbitrary. Also, the discretion given to the authority under Air India, the discretion regarding extending the service tenure was also held to be an arbitrary action or the arbitrary rule. Because यहाँ पे the managing director has a discretion to give the extension. So this delegation was also held to be an excessive delegation which gives rise to arbitrariness. Because the discretion has been given to the authority to extend the service tenure, that means it is a pure arbitrary act. The discretion will be based upon it might lead to arbitrariness. So it was also held to be arbitrary or unconstitutional. So on the basis of these reasonings, the challenge was declared to be a valid one. So for example, agar kuch bhi rules 47 or whatever, the rules were basically challenged, unko struck down kiya gaya tha उस extent तक जितना unconstitutional था. So those rules were struck down because they were unconstitutional. They were against the right to equality under Article 14, read with Article 15, read with Article 16. And hence it was held to be unconstitutional. So this is one of the landmark judgment of the Supreme Court under Article 14, 15 and 16. So that is the basic gist of the case law. Let's now read about the details of the case. So the name of the case is Air India etc. versus Nargesh Mirza and others. So these are the precise details of the case. This is the name of the case. The date of the judgment was 28th of August 1981. It is a Supreme Court case and the bench comprised of Justice Syed Murtaza Faisal Ali, Justice A. Vardarajan and Justice A.P. Sen. The citation of the judgment has been given here. You can make a note of it. Again, after the case details, let's look at the factual background of the judgment. So basically, this judgment talks about certain corporations. Basically, Air India की बात की गई है. So let's look at the corporation, the details of those corporation, the establishment of the corporation. The Air Corporation Act 1953 established Air India International and Indian Airlines as separate entities to operate international and domestic flights respectively. So basically जिन corporations की बात की गई है, जिनके service rules को यहाँ पे challenge किया गया है, the establishment of those corporations, Air India, was done under the Air Corporation Act of 1953. Again, जिन regulations को यहाँ पे challenge किया गया है, let's look at the regulations. Air hostesses employed by Air India were governed by specific regulations that dictated their retirement age, the conditions of service, the termination based on marriage and pregnancy that I just discussed. कि अगर 4 साल के अंदर आपकी marriage हुई है या first pregnancy पे, the employment will be subject to termination. So those were the rules which were dealt here. Service regulations, let's look at the service regulations here. The air hostesses retire at 35 years of age with condition for termination that their service will be terminated upon marriage within 4 years of the date of service and upon their first pregnancy. Also, under similar conditions, the air hostesses could retire at 40 years. मैंने आपको बताया that generally the age was 35 years, but it is further extendable. All right, it could be extended at the discretion of the authority. The air hostesses here challenged these provisions. So the challenge was regarding these provisions of age of retirement and the rules regarding termination of service. They challenged these provisions, arguing that they were discriminatory, that these were creating a discrimination on the basis of gender, and hence these are arbitrary because firstly, inequality always gives rise to arbitrariness. And secondly, here the extension power or the discretion to extend is given to the authority, which gives rise to arbitrariness. And hence, arbitrariness was also a ground of challenge. And the challenge was that these rules violated their fundamental rights under Article 14, 16. Also 15, because यहाँ पे जिस discrimination की बात की गई है, this is a discrimination based upon gender which is given under Article 15. So technically it will be Article 14, 15 and 16 of the Indian Constitution. So these are the legal provisions which are involved. Article 14, Article 15 and 16, and then those regulations which were challenged, those were Regulation number 46, Regulation number 47 of Air India Employee Service Regulations. Article 14, as I just mentioned, it is a general rule which declares or which guarantees the right to equality, that is, the equality before law and the equal protection of law. Article 15 talks about the grounds on the basis of which the discrimination cannot be done. So it is an extension to Article 14. And the grounds which are mentioned under Article 15 also includes a ground which is, that is on the basis of gender or sex. That the discrimination on the basis of gender is also not allowed. So Article 15 and Article 16 talks about the equality in the matters of employment. That there should not be any kind of discrimination in the matters of employment. In this case in hand, we are dealing with a matter of employment. That is why we are also taking up Article 16. All right. Then the Air India Employee Service Regulation, जो हमने बात करी, 46 and 47. So Regulation number 46, Regulation number 47, which deals with the conditions of service, that is the age of retirement and the termination. All right. So Regulation number 12 भी है, which talks about the similar provision for the air hostesses under IAC. All right. So basically, these are the legal provisions which were involved. That means Constitution के articles जिसके basis पे challenge किया गया था and the regulations which were challenged. All right. Now let's look at the judgment जो हम already discuss कर चुके हैं, that the court held that it would be unconstitutional, it is arbitrary, it is unreasonable, it violates Article 14, 16 and 15. Also, the act of extension, the discretionary extension, was also held to be an excessive delegation that gives rise to arbitrariness. So let's look at the judgment here. The Supreme Court found the impugned provisions of the service regulations to be arbitrary and discretionary, discriminatory. Because here, even though the classification has been made, but the classification here is not a reasonable classification because it creates a discrimination. And whatever classification, if any classification creates a discrimination, it cannot be a legitimate classification. Classification किया जा सकता है because equality among equals rule है हमारे पास. But that classification has to be a reasonable one. It cannot be a discriminatory one. Here, the classification is discriminatory. That is why it is arbitrary and it is unconstitutional against Article 14, 15 and 16. Key findings देखते हैं इसके. The regulation allowing the retirement age at 35 years, particularly due to marriage or pregnancy, was unconstitutional because it creates a discrimination on the basis of gender. Because obviously, जब हम बात कर रहे हैं pregnancy की, तो obviously वो सिर्फ females पे apply हो रहा है. So it is a discrimination based upon gender. All right. The provisions allowing the managing director to extend the service was struck down for excessive delegation of power, because this gives the discretion, giving of discretion to the managing director, it may give rise to arbitrariness. और हमने पढ़ा है arbitrariness and equality are sworn enemies. तो अगर किसी एक्ट से arbitrariness हो रहा है, it can never result into equality. It will always be the situation of inequality. And therefore, this was also held to be unconstitutional. The court emphasized that gender-based discrimination in service condition was a violation of Article 14 and 16. Also, the provision regarding termination of service, the air hostesses' services upon marriage within 4 years or upon the first pregnancy, were deemed to be unreasonable, that it is not a reasonable classification. It is a discriminatory act. It is an arbitrary act. So it is unreasonable and it is a violation of their fundamental rights or their rights as women. As women means har ek ko, each and every individual, be it a male or a female, has a right to equality. So if on the basis of gender, we are creating a discrimination which is unreasonable, classification which is unreasonable, then as women, as females, their rights are being violated, which is not allowed because it is unconstitutional. So that was the key finding of the Supreme Court in this case. Now let's look at the practice questions here. Firstly, we have an MCQ question. What was the main legal issue in the case of Air India versus Nargesh Mirza? A. Retirement age of air hostesses. B. Discrimination based on sex in service conditions. C. Financial management of Air India. D. International flight regulations. अब यहाँ पे we can clearly see कि C और D option तो नहीं होगा, because financial management and flight regulations was not the matter of concern in this case. यहाँ पे option A भी ठीक है because retirement age was in question and discrimination was also in question. But the essence of this judgment, the essence of this case, retirement age को challenge क्यों किया गया था? Because it is a discrimination based upon gender. So the main question, the crux, the main legal issue in question was, और यहाँ पे legal issue बोला है, factual issue नहीं. First वाला is the factual issue. When we talk about the main essential legal issue, that is the discrimination based on sex in service condition. So the correct answer here will be option B. Next is a descriptive question. Analyze the implications of Supreme Court's ruling in Air India versus Nargesh Mirza on the treatment of female employees in the aviation sector. How does this judgment influence gender equality in the workplaces? अब यहाँ पे Using this judgment, you have to talk about the concept of equality. So firstly, you will start by writing what is equality. What is equality as per Article 14? Then you will write what is the ground of discrimination which is prohibited as per Article 15. And then you have to correlate Article 15 with Article 16, that this discrimination cannot be done in the matters of employment, because Article 16 specifically deals with equality in the matters of employment. ये पूरा लॉ एक्सप्लेन करने के बाद यू विल बी राइटिंग द केस समरी और द केस स्टडी ऑफ एयर इंडिया वर्सेस नरगेश मिर्जा, एंड by explaining the rulings of the Supreme Court in this judgment, you will be explaining as to how this judgment influenced gender equality. That this judgment was based upon the inequality in the matters of employment rules based upon gender. So by establishing equality, all right, by this judgment, the Supreme Court has tried to establish gender equality by declaring that the rules which were basically against the right to equality of female flight attendants were held to be unconstitutional. So इस केस की रूलिंग से आप बताओगे कि how does the Supreme Court has established gender equality. So basically you will have to write the analysis of this judgment by using Article 14, 15 and 16 to be specific. So that is the answer that you have to frame in this question. Other than that, हमने इसके factual background भी देखा, हमने इस केस की details देखी, हमने इसके issues देखे, and then the ruling of the Supreme Court. So that was all about the judgment of Air India versus Nargesh Mirza. I'll be back again with another judgment. Till then, have a nice day. Take care. Thank you so much.